And while we're discussing Big 12, we'll discuss a former member of the Big 12. This is actually really funny to me because on July 1st, on Monday, Texas and Oklahoma officially joined the SEC. Good for them. I don't have a problem with Oklahoma. I really don't have a problem with them at all. No problem. I'd welcome Oklahoma back to the Big 12 at some point. But Texas? Nah, man, you guys are making a fool of yourselves because this is insane. You literally got in the SEC and just made a complete fool of yourselves. They started arguing with Tennessee over who the real UT is. Well, Tennessee's been in the SEC longer. Yeah, I think that Tennessee has the right to continue to be UT. If Texas wants to poke the bear and make one of them change it because it's too confusing. If you're going to complain about that, you change it. You change what you are. Go to TU, Texas University. You know what? We're tired of it. And we as Big 12 fans are so glad that Texas is not our problem anymore. Y'all can have them. And in my opinion, if there's ever a shift in realignment, I would rather have Tennessee in the Big 12 all day, any day, every day of the week, no matter what. I would have Tennessee in the Big 12 over Texas. Horns down. Forget Texas. Texas is not our problem anymore, but it is extremely, extremely amusing to watch them join their great new conference. We're joining the best conference in the nation. Let's go make a fool of ourselves in front of everybody right off the bat. Oh man, as Big 12 fans, we appreciate that. We love all of the comedy gold that comes with that because it is just amusing. And now SEC fans are finally getting to see why Big 12 teams hated Texas so much. We were not sad to see them go. I'll promise that. We were not sad to see Texas leave. Texas, don't let the door hit you on the way out because you ain't our problem anymore and we don't care. And I can see a situation where the SEC just gets tired of Texas and basically throws them to the scraps. They won't do that, obviously. That's a joke. But I believe that Texas making an absolute fool of themselves on day one of joining the SEC is absolute gold. It is just funny to think about. I mean, man, they thought their grass was so much greener on the SEC side, and they come in and just pooped all over that nice green grass. It was absolutely incredible to know that the SEC now has to deal with Texas. And I'll tell you how much I dislike Texas because the last 2 years that we went to the Big 12 tournament, the basketball tournament in Kansas City at the Sprint Center. It's the Sprint Center. It's not the T-Mobile Center. Shush. I don't want to hear it. It's the Sprint Center. Always will be. During Texas's games the last 2 years, I started the arena's chant of SEC on multiple different occasions. And it wasn't just at the Big 12 tournament because 2 years ago, Texas played a Sweet 16 game in Kansas City. Guess what? I did the same thing. As they were representing the Big 12, so I cheered for a Big 12 team. But at the end of it, I started the SEC chant, and I was throwing the horns down because, again, I will defend a Big 12 member, but Texas ain't a Big 12 member, and they had announced already that they weren't going to be in the Big 12 anymore. So I had no problem chanting SEC because that's where you belong, Texas. Go back to your home, and we hope that your home gets tired of you. It's not that we don't want good things to happen for you. It's just that you've made such a fool of yourselves for so long in the Big 12 that we are so glad to see the SEC having to deal with that now and starting to realize, oh man, that's why they didn't like Texas. There's a reason. And with that, I'm going to quickly touch on something else because it's been floated around that Texas A&M wants to get away from Texas so bad that they will explore leaving the SEC. They hate Texas so much. Texas is so unbearable to them. That's funny. If they leave the SEC, the Big 12 would be incredibly wise to at least explore that possibility. We would have really, really liked to have traded Texas A&M back to give you Texas, honestly. And again, I wish that if we had to pick a UT, I'd pick Tennessee all day, every day, 365 days a year. Not even a question. Tennessee is a lot more bearable than Texas is. And again, Texas has a great history, great programs. But it's the run in your mouth that we can't stand. Just stop it. Just be glad you got in the SEC, all right? Just stop. Be glad you got there. Because what had happened if back in the day when y'all were talking to the Pac-12 about joining them, what happened if Texas was the only Big 12 team to go to the Pac-12 and the Pac-12 folded, just like it really did, and the Big 12 goes, no, we don't want you back. You've already burned that bridge. We don't want anything to do with you. That could have happened. That could have very easily happened had it not been for the change that we actually saw in college football and college realignment. I mean, it's crazy to think about that Texas has made such a mockery of themselves. And it happened on day one of joining the SEC. And as Big 12 fans, we find that incredibly amusing. And we thank you so much for that comedy gold, Texas. And with that being said, every single day of the week, horns down, let's go Big 12, let's go state, let's go all Big 12 members. We don't need Texas. They're better off over there. Their grass is greener until they poop on it. That's their problem to deal with, not ours. Man, this has been exciting, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to go like and subscribe to all of our social pages. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. Until next time, y'all take care now.